Namaste everyone. Welcome to the third lecture of determinant. This is Rajesh Verma. In this lecture, we will see the remaining problems of exercise 3.2. In lecture 2, already we have seen some problems. So let us start with the problem number 8. Now, see in this problem 8, we have to prove that this left hand side is equal to right hand side, right? Left hand side is 1a square, 1b square, 1c square, and right hand side is a minus b into b minus c into c minus a. So let us first write left hand side. So I can start with LHS, or I can consider some delta is equals to this left hand side determinant. Now you can see that you want a minus b, b minus c and c minus a on the right hand side. So what I can do? I can apply on this R1 as R1 minus R3. So when I apply R1 minus R3, I have a minus c, that is a minus c, here a square minus c square, and here 0. Now I could have also applied on R1 as R1 minus R2. Then in that case I will get a minus b. So a minus b I get. Now what I am getting? I am getting a minus c. So if from this third term I take minus sign common, so I will get c minus a, right? So I can apply on R1 as R1 minus R3, and in the same way on R2 I can apply R2 minus R3. So when I apply this operation, then 1 minus 1 I get 0, a minus c, and a square minus c square on the first row. In the second row I have 1 minus 1 0, b minus c, b square minus c square, and in the third row I have 1 c square. Now a minus c I can take common from this R1, and b minus c I can take common from R2. Right here it is a square minus c square. You know that a square minus c square can be written as a minus c into a plus c. So a minus c we can take common, and similarly in the second row we can take b minus c common. So once I take a minus c common from R1, in R1 I get 0, 1, a plus c. In R2 I get 0, 1, b plus c. And in the third row it will remain as it is. Now in the first column you can see that now I have two zeros. So it is easy to expand this determinant along the first column. So you know how we can expand. A minus c into b minus c, it will remain as it is, and when I expand, so first value is 0, so its value is 0, so I will not take. Second is also 0, so I left this also. Then I take this 1. Now it is third row and first column, so 3 plus 1 4, so I have a positive sign, so I will take plus 1. Then I leave this column and this row, that is first column and third row, and I have 1 a plus c, 1 b plus c. Now this 2 by 2 determinant, you know how to solve. This 1 is multiplied by b plus c, and then this a plus c is multiplied by 1. So you have b plus c minus a plus c. Okay. Now b plus c minus a plus c, so that c will cancel, and I have b minus a. Now here I have b minus a, here I have a minus c. So if I take minus common from this first term and minus common from this third term, here I will have a minus b, and here I have c minus a. So I get what I need on the right hand side. So have you understood how you can solve this problem? Now again, here I have applied on R1 as R1 minus R3. You could have applied on R1 as R1 minus R2. So it is up to you that which operation, which property you will apply, right? Which operation you use. Now let us see the second question. In the second question, on right hand side what I want A minus B, B minus C, C minus A and A plus B plus C. So if I subtract second column from first column, I get A minus B, and similarly if I subtract third column from the second column, I get B minus C, right? So on C1 I am applying C1 minus C2. So this 1 minus 1 I get 0, then A minus B, then A cube minus B cube. In the second column I am subtracting third column, so 1 minus 1 0 again, B minus C and B cube minus C cube. And the third column will remain as it is. Now A cube minus B cube. You all know the formula. A cube minus B cube is A minus B into A square plus AB plus B square. So I expand this element like A cube minus B cube. Similarly B cube minus C cube. Now you can see that from first column I can take A minus B column, and from second column I can take B minus C column. So let us take common A minus B and B minus C, right? And then we can expand along, let me see again, yes, right? I can take A minus B and B minus C common, and then I can expand along row 1. So let us take common. Okay, after taking common A minus B and B minus C, I get this matrix. Then I will expand along row R1. So as I expand, again I'll get this is 0, this is 0, so I will not write that, and this is 1. Now first row and third column, so I am getting index as 4, so minus 1 power 4 is 1, so I will use the positive sign, and then I leave this column, third column and first row, I get 1, row wise I get 1 1 and A square plus AB plus B square, and this element as B square plus BC plus C square. Now I use the determinant, how we calculate determinant, and simplify it. Then A minus B, B minus C is there, and the third bracket I get C, this BC minus AB. So what I can do, I can take B common from here, and C square minus A square I can write as C minus A into C plus A. So again C minus A I can take common, and inside the bracket I have A, here I have B, and here I have C plus A, so that is A plus B plus C, right? This is what I need in the right hand side. So this is how we have proved. Yes, okay. What I recommend students that after seeing one problem, you solve that problem yourself and then go to the next problem. Now let us see the ninth question. The ninth question is by using the property of determinant in exercise 8 to 14, we have to show that this is equals to this, right? Again, now again I want x minus y, I want y minus z, I want z minus x, then xy, yz and zx. So first you can see that you can easily get x minus y by r1 minus r2. You can get y minus z by r2 minus i3. So let us on r1 apply r1 minus r2, and on r2 apply r2 minus r3. So when we apply, in the first row we will get x minus y, x square minus y square, and yz minus zx. In the second row we will get y minus z, y square minus z square, zx minus xy, and the third row will remain as it is. Now I will take x minus y common from the first row and y minus z common from the second row. So when I take x minus y common from the first row and y minus z from the second row, in the first row what is remaining? Here I have 1, here I have x plus y, and here I have minus z, right? You can see the simplification how we have done. We have split this x square minus y square as x minus y into x plus y. Here we have taken minus z common. Why we have taken minus z common? So that I will get x minus y in the bracket, and similarly I simplified the second row also. So this is your simplified determinant. Now two things you can do here. Either you expand this determinant along any row or column, or you first try to make some element 0. So let us apply on R2 as R2 minus R1 so that I get this element as 0, right? And one more benefit I get is that I get Z minus X as a second element when I subtract this, and here I get Z minus X. Why Z minus X? Because when I am subtracting this negative term, it will become plus, and this minus X is minus, so it is Z minus X. And in the third row, it is Z, Z square and XY. It is remain as it is, right? Now X minus Y, Y minus Z, and from this second row, I can take Z minus X common, and in the determinant I have 1 X plus Y minus Z, 0, 1, 1, and Z, Z square, XY. So now I can expand this whole determinant along the second row as I am getting 1, 0 here. So how we expand? We write this term as it is 0. So I will write only 0. Then second row, second column, so index is 4. So I will write plus, and whatever value is here, that is 1. Then I leave this second row and second column. So I get 1 Z and minus Z XY. Then minus 1, right? Because second row, third column, so I have minus 1, and I leave this row, second row and this third column. So I get 1 Z and here X plus Y and Z square. Now you know how to solve the determinant. You simplify and you get the required result. Yes? Okay. Now let us move to the 10th problem. The 10th problem is, see, on the right hand side I have to prove it is 5x plus 4 into 4 minus x the whole square. So left hand side is x plus 4, 2x, 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 x plus 4, 2x, 2x, 2x and x plus 4. On right hand side I have to prove that 5x plus 4, 4 minus x the whole square. Now 5x plus 4, you can easily see that when I apply on R1 as R1 plus R2 plus R3, or on C1 if I apply C1 plus C2 plus C3, I get 5x plus 4. So let us apply on R1 as R1 plus R2 plus R3. This is your result. You can take 5x plus 4 common. So when you take 5x plus 4 common, you get 1 here. So 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, and the remaining element is 2x, x plus 4, 2x, 2x, 2x and x plus 4. Now we have got 5x plus 4, right? Next what we want, so if you check here we have to now get 4 minus x, right? So 4 minus x, how you get 4 minus x? So for getting 4 minus x, I can subtract this third row from the second row, okay? So let us, or I can apply on C2 as C2 minus C1. That will also give me 4 minus x. So I apply on C2 as C2 minus C1 and on C3 as C3 minus C1. You can apply row operation also. Here we have applied the column operation. Now most of the terms are 0. So I can expand along row 1 and I get the required result, right? Okay. Now let us move to the second problem. Y plus k, y plus ky and y plus k. On the left hand side I have this determinant, and on the right hand side I have k square 3y plus k. So let us begin. On the left hand side I have y plus k. Okay, this determinant we have written. What we want? We want 3y plus k. Now see, if on R1 you apply R1 plus R2 plus R3, you get 3y plus k. So 3y plus k we have got. Now we take this 3y plus k common, and on C2 and C3 we can apply C2 minus C1, and on C3 we can apply C3 minus C1. So what benefit we get? We get these two terms as 0, right? So it is now easy to expand the determinant along R1 or along C3. So we expand, and after expansion we get the desired result. Okay, so in this lecture I stop here. Okay, this is little difficult exercise, so I recommend that you solve all these problems again and then proceed to the next lecture. Thank you.